capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Craig Reynolds to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Road, it is 1st and 10. The give to Montgomery to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action with Goff. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Prescott opening with a pass. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Dak now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. First down, here's Dak. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Dak. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Chased out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the shotgun, Goff. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Throwing again, it's Goff. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it inside the 25. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return.
The Cowboys take over first penalty at their own 38-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's going deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. From From the gun is Prescott. It is caught left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Meek Robertson takes it away. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Hits him on the out route.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 24. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders or offensive guys have bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Defense coming off that incompletion. Needs one more stop here on 4th. Another throw for Prescott. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Dallas.
Dak throwing again. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. This is ahead for about 5. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
5 yards on the play.
Third down from the gun. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. That's caught beyond the marker. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Cowboys 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Reynolds with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Deron Bland.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down. He's on the move. Now he'll try a deep shot to the other side of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Goff on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Patrick. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First and 10, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Looking to throw. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
We've got a screen to the running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And they've got themselves another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal. He keeps it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jared Goff touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to see those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Trying again following the sack. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, ball at the 36. From the gun is Prescott. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. And they pick him off again. Malik Robertson takes it away. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Prescott after that pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
It's caught, Ferguson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectiveness.
Catch made by Cooks. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they pick him off again. Jack Campbell with the INT. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the Lions are going to be set up in goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Lions football, and they've got to be happy about this lead to start the 4th. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Goff. On the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Turpin with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Another throw for Prescott. Taking a deep shot here. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
And they pick him off again. And he's going to go. It's a big six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just